which I had very little preparation. Now, my friend asked me why it took me so long to come back home from the diaspora, because for almost 40 years. And he was shocked that what could I be doing in UK to have been there for all the 40 years. Then I realized that I didn't have any straight answers, because usually the question that I get asked is, why are you back in Ghana when you could be in the UK living a much more comfortable life? So when somebody questioned how long and why have I stayed for so long, I had no answers. Well, not instant in any case, but there are real reasons why so many of us are stuck in a situation in the West that we can't seem to get ourselves out of. Now, my main reason was that I had teenage children that I didn't really want to move, because I felt they were established in the school, they made their friends, I didn't want to uproot them, take them to a different culture, look for schools, they might not settle, not make friends. And that was my biggest fear. So I didn't do anything about it. For 10 to 15 years, the pull got stronger and stronger and stronger. What I could have done about it, I could have spoken to the children. I could have asked them. Because they were old enough to tell me whether they were happy to move or not. But I didn't. Now, what other people can do about this is that if you are in that situation, you're thinking, how am I going to? I want to move, but I've got children. I'll encourage you to maybe have a discussion with the children first and see what the challenges are for them, whether indeed there are any problems, because there might not be. I made an assumption. I'll never know. If I could have made that move and would have been here 10, 15 years ago, settled down, living the life that I'd always wanted to live. So please always ask and ask. Now, my second suggestion to counteract this issue with children is that I think, and I'm almost certain, that it's a lot easier to move young children. So maybe anything up to about maybe age 8, 9, 10. It'll be easy to move them and not disrupt them too much, because I know and I've seen that there are some real good schools here in Ghana that the children can attend, and maybe fair, as well, or probably even better than lots of the state schools that they are in London. I know that for certain. So these are some of the strategies you want. If you feel like you want to move, you can move while the children are young, or as the children, or wait, like I did, when the children were old. This last one had finished university. I was ready to move. Something happened, and then some other obstacle came in, that COVID happened, and I couldn't come. So as soon as COVID happened, I lost my job in the UK, went off to Gibraltar, did 2 years there, and I said, that was it. I'm coming home. Nothing is going to stop me. Packed the little stuff that I had in Gibraltar, went over to the UK, shipped the rest of my stuff, and I've been here since. Now, some of the other reasons why people find it difficult to make the move, and it's cited a lot by lots of my family and friends, because I still communicate with my friends. I still communicate with my family members in the UK. And I know that we think the life is nicer and rosier outside, and hence so many people wanting to move out. And when you start talking to them, people are talking to you about the challenges that they're facing, because let's face it, there's economic challenges all over the world. It's not just here in Ghana. So yes, maybe we feel it a bit more in Ghana, but they're complaining about the exact same things, bills that are going up and up and up. Yes, still your salary has never increased in a long time. So people are complaining the same thing and are there. But one of the reasons why people are not able to come is that people worry about so many things. One being that we are just stuck in our comfort zone. Life in the West is much easier. They've got the infrastructure, the place is clean, the internet is on 24/7. I never had to worry about data and calls. When I got here, I was always I missed meetings, Zoom meetings, because I'd run out of data and I didn't even realize it, because it was never an issue when I was in the UK. electricity, it hasn't been too bad actually. Having been in Ghana, the electricity has been fine, hasn't been an issue. My water has been okay as well. But the problem has been my internet, and people worry about that. Why would we live a nice life into this one? Now, one thing I would say to people is that we will need, to be able to successfully navigate the hurdle of being in our comfort zone. We will need to maybe have a little bit of a mindset shift or change, to be able to begin to think that we will need to maybe lower our expectations just a little bit, because you can never compare what you have in the UK to what is here in Ghana. Expect that you will have the same kind of things, have the same kind of life. If you're thinking that way, coming home would always be a high hurdle for you to surmount. But if you know that it will never be the way it is in the UK, I'm happy to make the adjustments. Then maybe coming back home might not be as bad. The challenges that we face when we come here, we leave the Western country. Some of those challenges, having them are opportunities, are a chance to maybe start something, start a business, start a charity, start something else that would actually change, sort the problem out for us. But whilst we're sorting out our challenges and our problems, we offer those services to other people. So you can start a whole new business venture or hobby or new idea by looking at some of these challenges and turning them into our opportunities. Indeed, I do know people, there's so many people from the diaspora who have come back, who've solved challenges and have made a life, a real good living, just dealing with the challenges. Because in the West, all the challenges have been exploited. All the difficulties have been exploited, and hence there's nothing. Business opportunities are a lot more difficult to come by in the West compared to here. So hey, if you want to come and you're thinking that the comfort zone will be, it's difficult to come out of the comfort zone, I'll encourage you to look at things differently and develop a different mindset around that. Now, at this juncture, I'd say I'd love to be able to continue to share with you some of my experiences. So if you're new to my channel, then welcome. If you stayed with me all this time, I'm truly thankful for your time. Please subscribe, hit the subscribe button and also the notification, because I'll be sharing a lot of my experiences here back home from the diaspora, so that we can continue the conversation and for you to be informed, for you to make a decision as to whether you want to come and join us here or whether you want to continue to live in the West. And there's nothing wrong with living in the West. I've had a really good, amazing, almost 40 years in the West. I was educated there, had a good job there. There's nothing wrong at all. But if you are out there wondering, hoping, dreaming, asking, wishing that little bit that could I come home? Could I do anything here? Then by all means, click onto this and subscribe, because I'll share a few things. And by all means, comment and ask your questions, because then I'm able to address some of your concerns. Take this as part of the research that you need to do to be able to ask all and have all your questions answered before you come. Now, the other big thing that stands in people's way, and certainly it is standing in my way, it's about finances and how you're going to be able to live when you get here. Because I know lots of people who came, try to make a life here, but financially things got difficult and they went back. There are many strategies, there's ways, there's things that we can do to make sure that when you come, you do have enough money in your pocket to be able to live the life of our dreams. I know that people over there are really very, very fearful of maybe investing or starting a business here, because they don't have trustworthy people or people they can entrust money, land, property, access to manage and to set up a business here. I know that it's happened to me before. I've put in monies that I never saw back. It does happen. But one of the ways in which you can do it, there are some investment platforms here. I certainly know that because I came into the agribusiness and I actually have a farm. And there are platforms there where they're offering investments for people abroad to be able to invest in. And you can have a look at that. The other ways in which you can also start, working towards your being financially free, really is what we're looking at, is, for example, begin to learn to earn money online. And there's various things that people can learn to do online to make money. YouTube is full of videos, teachings, instructions, guidance on how people can start some business online. We can start buying and selling online, for example. You can write a book. You can start coaching. You can do all sorts of things online to help you earn some money. So when you come, you're not stuck. Now, the third thing that we can do is, for example, that have a year's worth of salary saved up, a year's worth of money to cover your living expenses when you're coming to Ghana, saved up somewhere, so that when you get here, whilst you're trying to hustle, whilst you're trying to build that business, whilst you're trying to settle, you have some money to fall on. It might mean maybe taking a year of work in the UK, or taking a sabbatical, or whatever. But when you begin to sit down to think about things and to plan, the ideas will come up. You can do your more research, and goodness, I do everything on YouTube. I don't even Google anymore. I ask the questions on YouTube and the answers come. So you can start formulating your answers, looking at your finances, retirement or pension, whether you can take early retirement, which is what I did. I don't get a full pension. I get a little pension because I retired. I had opportunity to retire early, and I took, and I'm here now, and I'm building a business here. So thank you so much for having stayed with me. If this is a kind of conversation you like, then again, I can't encourage you enough to click on my subscribe button, and also on the notification, get notified for the next time I come on, because I'm hoping to share some more videos, some more little bits and pieces of things I've learned, my experiences, my mistakes, so you don't make the same mistakes. You get a chance to be better informed. So until next time, see you soon. Bye-bye.